other sort. So, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, breaking news, the Islanders make a trade. David Quenneville and a second-round pick in 2021 are going to the New Jersey Devils for Andy Greene, who is a rental. Now, I honestly have no issue with this trade for that matter. I honestly don't. I think it's a great idea. And with the fact that the Islanders have been struggling so much on defense, perhaps bringing in Andy Greene helps. It gives the Islanders that top 4, I want to say, maybe top 4 option for a defenseman, because Noah Dobson hasn't been, doing the job lately. Adam Pelech, we all know, got hurt. But my God, Lou Lamoriello did it. His first trade since Matt Martin back in, I want to say, July of 2018. He has made a trade. Hallelujah, people. Hallelujah. Oh, it's about time, too, that a trade needed to be made for the Islanders. And Lou Lamoriello actually listened. And honestly enough, I had just finished finalizing and editing my video from last night for the Vegas game. And I said that Lou Lamoriello, I didn't know if he was going to make a trade. Well, thank God I'm wrong. And that's the thing. When I make these videos and when I make these predictions, I want to be wrong. That's the whole entire point. I want to be wrong. I don't make predictions just to be wrong. I make the Islanders acquiring Andy Greene. To all my Devils fans out there, sorry, he's ours now, but this is something that's hopefully good for this team because defensively they needed this. Now, the Islanders still need help on the top 6 and the bottom 6. Hopefully Lamoriello does something. But so far, for this move right now, small round of applause for Lou Lamoriello. He gets good praise for this, paid virtually nothing for this deal, which is fine. But overall, it was a good move. I'd have to say I'm happy with this move. I'm content with it. I'm not pissed about it. David Quenneville, we had no idea what was going to happen with him. But in all honesty, I'm up for the move. I support it. Has Lou earned my trust yet? Not so much yet. But honestly, it's a move that needed to. I'm more than fine with it. It's a great pickup. I think we paid a little too much for it, but who knows? We'll see how Andy Greene pans out. It's a rental, so hopefully Pelech comes back next season. But like I said, I think it's a positive move. Yes, Matt, I agree. It's a positive move. For those of you who are just joining, Andy Greene is now an Islander. The Islanders acquired him from the New Jersey Devils for a second-round pick in 2021. And let's see here. And David Quenneville, a defensive prospect. Barry forced his hand. Trotz, he was pissed last night. I don't blame Barry Trotz for being upset last night, and I wouldn't be surprised if Barry Trotz forced Lou's hand on this. If this is a Trotz trade, hell, I'm all for it. But like I said, I support this deal. I'm more than well in favor of it. And again, I like the move. I'm not in love with it, but I like the move. It's something that needed to be made. And overall, it's a good move. Again, I think they paid a little too much for it. I think a second-round pick didn't really need to be made. I think maybe a third or fourth, maybe even less. But David Quenneville, a guy who was not even probably going to make this squad in years to come. Hopefully this is a part of an answer to help this squad out because they need help. And hopefully this is a move that starts other moves. Hold on. Give me a moment, please. I'm texting someone. I also have to let my Devils fans know about this because I don't know if they're watching or not. But, yeah. Thanks for Andy Greene. Not sure if it's Greene or just Greene, but hell, I'm down for it. So with this addition of Andy Greene, he's 37 years old, and I'm not big on making these moves for these veterans, these older veterans, I should say. It's a Greene. But for this, I'm more than in favor of, because the Islanders had such a terrible need for a defenseman to replace Adam Pelech. However, with this move, again, I'm in favor of it. It's not something I would do again. I wouldn't pay a second-round pick for, but overall, I think it's a good move. This is a move the Islanders really had to make, and I'm sorry for sounding like a broken record, but we'll see where this goes. We'll see how this trade plays out. But overall, I'm fine with the move. Like I said, I'm not in love with it. I like it. It's a move that had to be made, but I'm hoping this isn't the only move that's made. We need more than just Andy Greene. We need a move that's going to help the offense. And by the offense, I don't mean the defense scoring. I mean guys on the top 12, if you know what I mean. We need guys who are going to be on the top 9 who are going to produce, and we still need to make more moves. This is a start. Make no mistake, this is a start, and hopefully it goes further, but this needs to be something to look forward to. Hopefully, like you said, Brian, this gives you a little hope that they are going for it. So let's add a forward. I agree. We need to add a forward. I'm not saying let's add a fourth liner. Let's add a, I don't know, top 9 forward. A winger would be nice. What else would be nice? A lot of things would be nice, actually. Let's see here. No, he's not special. I agree, Mike. He's not anything special, but he is something to help this team out because of the way the defense has been playing lately. It hasn't been stellar at all. It's been mediocre at best, but having this move, it does help the team, which is something I've been saying. This team needs help. And Andy Greene, I believe, will help this team. Will he be that piece that catapults them over the top? I don't think so. But I can tell you this. This is a move that helps the Islanders. It doesn't necessarily say, hey, we're all in. This is going to be our year. No, but this is a trade that helps the Islanders. It helps the defense, and it may help the defense on the offensive front just a bit. It's something that this team needed, and it's something that this team can hopefully work off of to get something else, because God knows we can only play Tom Kuhnackel, Ross Johnston, Michael Del Cole, and Leo Komarov on the ice all at the same time, because we all know how much of a train wreck that is. So I'm glad to say I was wrong that Lou wasn't going to make a move. He makes a move in total silence, which is what he's known for. But overall, I'm from the New Jersey Devils in exchange for a defensive prospect named David Quenneville and a 2021 second-round pick. That's a 2021, not a 2020 and a 2021 second-round pick, but a 2021 second-round pick. And yes, David, I just saw the goal. I actually have the game on right now. So, but yes, I am somewhat I can't say I'm pleased. It's something I'm content with. I'm fine with it. I'm happy with it, but I'm not thrilled with it. You could say that he's, how do you say it? A replacement for Adam Pelech. That's how I believe you could look at it. It's a replacement for Adam Pelech. Every post game should be live. Honestly, I don't want to do that anymore. I prefer pre-recording everything, and that way when I pre-record it, I have time to edit, correct things if I misspoke in parts of the video, but that's the way I prefer it. But the live shows, the shows that go on for the 60th game of the season after that, and the trade deadline, that's what we'll cover. That's when the next live shows will be. But because of this sudden trade, I had to make a video. And while the other one is uploading right now as we speak, actually it's fully uploaded. But I'll be sharing that around. But overall, this is a good deal. Something that is content, something that helps the move, helps the defense right now. Is it something that's got to say, oh, we're going to make the cup. This is our cup run. No, if they acquire a forward that can fit in the top 9, then maybe it can. But this is by far by any means, not a move to put us over the top. This is something that helps the defense for the most part. But overall, it's a positive move to help the defense. Kirk, I agree with you. A second rounder for a 37-year-old rental seems a bit much. I agree with you. I would have given him maybe a 3rd or 4th round pick. I wouldn't have gone a 2nd round pick for Andy Greene. But overall, I think it's a positive move. I tend to think New Jersey won the trade just a tad because of what the Devils got. The Islanders got the replacement to Adam Pelech that they needed, which could mean that Sebastian Aho is sent down. But it also could mean, now I doubt this will happen. It could mean that Noah Dobson gets sent back to the juniors. It's possible. I don't think so, but I think this could send Aho back to to Bridgeport, Dobson to be the 7th defenseman, and Andy Greene gets regular playing time. Who knows? We'll just see about that. So does anybody have any questions about this deal? Anybody have any concerns about this deal? Let's see. When Pelech comes back, who's going to leave the lineup on D? I honestly think it's just going to be that's a good question. When Pelech comes back, Pelech's not coming back until I believe next season. I don't think he's coming back unless the Islanders go on a cup run there in the cup and Pelech is back. Brendan says he likes the trade. Good. Michael says he wants Dobson to keep growing. He's going to be good one day. But the thing is, he's playing a lot, yes, but he's been terrible as of late. And for Dobson, I think him sitting a few games in favor of Andy Greene, and maybe, just maybe, Boychuk will be sat for Dobson. Who knows? We'll see what happens, honestly, because we don't know what's going to go on. We don't know what other trades are going to happen. Hopefully there are more, because the Islanders need more trades, honestly. I wouldn't mind, honestly, if Derek Brassard were dealt with a pick to get something else. I'm hoping not another old man, but we'll just see about that. Prediction: does Lou acquire a top 9 forward? David, that's honestly a good question. I'm not sure. He surprised us with this move. Will he surprise us with a move to help the bottom 6 or / top 6? You know what? Here's a better idea. If you rattle me off a few names, then maybe I could say yes or no. I can't say yes or no at this point. I honestly can't. But if you rattle me off some names, then maybe we could see something. I'm not sure. Toffoli. Oh, Brendan, I would absolutely love Tyler Toffoli. I believe he's a rental, but hey, I would gladly take Tyler Toffoli off of what we have right now, especially after he had a hat trick in the Winter Classic, or the Stadium Series, whatever it was. I would love to have Toffoli. Dave, I just said that. Toffoli, yes, I would absolutely love to have him. What will we give up, though? That's the question. It would definitely have to be a pick, but I wouldn't mind taking Toffoli. I wouldn't mind at all. Let's see here. Islanders acquire. Anybody else have any suggestions on who is a decent pickup? Because I honestly don't know. I would love to John Gabriel Pajot, but I don't think that's going to happen. I honestly don't. Who else is out there? I don't know. I don't know who else is out there. There are some guys out there, probably some I wouldn't even think of. Nate Thompson, maybe as a Cizikas replacement, but we need something. We can't be just looking for replacements to these guys. We got to, unless they're out for the season like Pelech, and in this case, Andy Greene helps that. But for this instance, we need to have a guy that can be slotted into the 3rd or 2nd line and help this squad out big time. Yes, slim pickings, David. This is going to be a difficult one. But if you have to overpay to get a guy who has some tenure to them, who can help this squad, I'd be all for it. Let's see who else. We need offense. Bodie Wild, Wallstrom, and a first for Line. Woo! Brenton, I think that's a little much. Bodie Wild, Oliver Wallstrom, and what else was it? A first for Patrick Line. That's a lot. That's a lot for Line. Well, if we're looking at his contract, let's see. Line. Would you do it? Oh, 2 years left, $6.75 million is a restricted free agent. And is only 21. Derek Grant. Would we go after him? That's a good question. Maybe. Let's see what Grant's numbers are. Derek Grant, 29, not bad. I think you mean he's not the Ottawa. He's Anaheim's. He's Anaheim's. He's Anaheim center. He's not Ottawa's. But for Anaheim, for what's his name, Derek Grant, you're not giving up on Bo. I'm not ready to give up on him either. I would be ready to give up on Risorto. But who knows? Got some comments on YouTube going. Got some comments on Facebook over here. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? I wouldn't mind Derek Grant, obviously. I don't think it would cost too much. He's got, I think, 1 year left on his deal. Is he a rental, or is he yeah, he's a rental. 700,000, 700 grand for a 29-year-old. You know what? If the Islanders were to get Derek Grant and have him and get rid of Risorto in favor of Grant, I wouldn't mind it. And then if we were to re-sign him, I'd be all for it. Thompson. Maybe if he was a Sezikic's replacement, but I would rather have Grant than have Nate Thompson. But at the same time, let's take a look at the numbers. I honestly don't know. I would rather Derek Grant. That's just me. It's younger. It's more speed. It's better than having another 35-year-old. We already got a 37-year-old Andy Greene. So I guess I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't mind having Derek Grant. But it's better than nothing. So I would rather have Derek Grant. That's just me. Mike Hoffman. Oh, God, Liam, I would love to have Mike Hoffman. Just to get Mike Hoffman. But honestly, when it comes to Mike Hoffman, the Florida Panthers are in a competitive spot right now. So I don't think they're going to be wanting to move him anytime soon. So we'll just see, I guess. But for this case, this is a fine deal. It's not great. Do I love it? No. But it's better than having absolutely nothing. Okay, so here's John Shannon with an explanation for why Andy Greene was picked up. Explanation on the Islanders' Andy Greene acquisition is simple. With Pellick's Achilles injury and Noah Dobson not yet for prime time, Lou Lamoriello wanted another veteran defenseman for the run. Obviously, he knew Andy very well. Well, we all know that, obviously. But that's what John Shannon says. I tend to trust the word of John Shannon. But there's already an Athletic article out about this move. So I guess we'll see about the move. It's a move that needed to be made. We'll also see what jersey number he'll be wearing. Oh, and mind you, the facial hair's got to go. Just saying. D pairings will now be Greene in the fold. Maybe. Let's see. I'd have to see the defense pairings. Perhaps Andy Greene, maybe with Boychuk. or maybe Andy Greene with let's see here. I have to go back a couple of tweets to the lines that Andrew Gross posted. Let's see here. Andy Greene and Mayfield, maybe. That's a possibility. Big trades or big UFA, so it should happen off season. Yes, I agree, Stroh. That's what it should do. Well, I don't know, because a lot of people, Mike, I don't know if he'll wear number 6, because I know a lot of people have Pullock jerseys, and Pullock is number 6. So we'll see. I think Dobson's going to get scratched plenty of times now. I could see Andy Greene and Letty, maybe, or him and Boychuk. I'm not too sure. We'll see. Is Dobson able to? No. I honestly, if he turned 20, I think he's able to. I think he's able to go to Bridgeport. Who knows? We'll see. He might be able to go to Bridgeport. And if that's the case, if Noah Dobson is able to go to Bridgeport, then hell, I'm all for it. I honestly am. Now, let's see here. And NHL jersey numbers isn't telling me a thing on what jersey number it is. I could see possibly 11, but Tanner Fritz is that number. But since Tanner Fritz is a ghost, well, we'll see about that. For the last month, the Islanders are on the trade board. Greene was atop the list. Although we projected a third rounder at the max cost, market and demand always end up different than you think, says Arthur Staple. David says once his junior team season ends, he can go to Bridgeport. So that's a no. If anybody knows when Bridgeport will, not Bridgeport, when the junior season ends, that information would be lovely to know. But I'm going to go about another 5 minutes before I call it. But any other questions, comments, concerns? We'll see where it goes. Just so you know, I just uploaded the Risorto Reports episode from last night's game. It is called Zero Squared. You could probably figure out why. It talks about the trades. It talks about the performance last night. It talks about the team's overall performance, and it also bashes Lou a little bit. But with this trade for Andy Greene, as of right now, Lou gets a little bit of praise. He gets a little bit of a round of applause for what is a replacement trade, as I like to call it, someone to fill in the void, going live on the trade deadline. I will be going live after, because I know I'm going to have to work. I'm working that day, so be prepared for after the trade deadline. I will be going live for it. So around 4 o'clock or so that day, quite possibly. We'll see then. I will post an update on the trade deadline when the trade deadline occurs. That's really much it. I don't believe Johnson can return to juniors after playing his 9 NHL games. No, he can. I think it's just has to do with contract purposes or something like that. But we'll see. You think the Islanders can get Tyler Toffoli? CG, I think so. Anthony says at least Lou has a pulse. Well, can't argue with that. Liam asks, what do you want more, offense or defense when the trade deadline? The trade deadline is the 24th, but I would love to have more offense. This defensive move was needed, but I would love to have some more offense because this team struggles with offense and they desperately need it. So there's that. If Greene signs, who sits if everyone is healthy? That's a good question. And honestly, I don't know if I'd want a 38-year-old on this squad. I mean, for the rest of the season is one thing. It's a rental, not going to cost much, fine. But for the next season, I don't know if I'm going to want Andy Greene, unless he's willing to take a wicked discount. But I don't know. Because unless Dobson is sent to the minors, to the AHL, it says officially that according to Cap Friendly, the Islanders, so we'll see then. But yeah, it's a wait and see game at this point. As of right now, I don't think I'd want him on the squad next season. It's possible if he signs, then maybe, but Who knows? I do like these kinds of early trades. It gives them saying, okay, a move needed to be made. The combined age will be 75. That's true. I can't argue with that. If Greene plays with Johnny Boychuk, the combined age will be 75. Wait, isn't that the same age as Lou, or is that just a year younger? That's just a lot, doesn't it? But that's pretty much where that is. This is a move that really needed to be made. And can he join the team for tomorrow? I'm pretty sure he can. Gives plenty of time for him to travel out to Arizona. Will he be a part of the staff? I'm sorry, be a part of the starting squad? I don't know. It's possible, but who knows? Salary and term left. Darren asks how much salary does he have left? He's got $5 million and he's a rental. $5 million and a rental. Honestly, I'm fine with this move. I'm not thrilled with it, but unless they don't believe Hickey's going to come up, so we'll see what happens then. My guess is he plays against Colorado. I could honestly think that too. Maybe he's a healthy scratch for tomorrow against Arizona, but it's possible he does play against Colorado. We'll see. I'm not sure. But we'll see what happens. Solid defenseman. Still need some pop in the scoring, though. I agree. This is what Trotz wanted. He wanted some pop. Trotz wanted some pop in the offseason. It wasn't given to him. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm not thrilled with the move. I'm fine with the move. It's a positive move. Is it the move that needs to be made? No. But this is a move that had to be made. And I'm aware that Andy Greene is 37 years old. Am I happy about that? Absolutely not. But it's something that this team needed. It's something that they needed to replace Pelech with. His plus minus Andy Greene's, it's +1. So I guess that's not too bad. Solid defenseman. Maybe past his prime. Well, obviously. But can Lou swing Travis Zajac now also? I don't know if New Jersey wants to give everything to the Islanders. Give me a moment so I could see what Zajac makes. Zajac. Travis Zajac. I spelled his name incorrectly. Travis Zajac. 1.75. I'm sorry, 5.75 million. Do we want another 34-year-old? Do we really want that, honestly? 6 goals, 15 assists, maybe for your bottom 6, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know if I want him. Yeah, Matt, you're right. On a -40, on a -40 team, it's not that impressive. But for the Islanders, any help is needed at this point. And that's really all I can say. But for now, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. The next live show will be now. Here's the fun part. The next live show will be whenever the Islanders make their next trade, the 60-game mark, and the trade deadline, whichever comes first. So if the Islanders were to make a trade later on tonight, for the sake of argument, then I'll be making a live video then. If the Islanders reach the 60-game mark before anything, then we'll be doing a live video after the 60-game mark. That's Saturday. What else do we need? Whenever the trade deadline is, the 24th, if that's the time, then that's when we'll do it. So until then, thank you very much, everybody, for watching the Risorto Report, episode of the Risorto Report 0 Squared. I'll be posting it all over Facebook in multiple groups. I'm just an admin in Isles Misery, rated R. I am also a proud member of Isles Uncensored. Please check out that group. So catch you all later. See you in the next one.